There we go. Now you can hear me. Okay, so you know how much I hate going live. That's why I don't go live anymore. Let's just make sure that people can hear my audio and it's okay. I'm pretty sure it should be. Somebody give me a something or other, because normally I have a external mic on this laptop and don't use the built-in one, but I didn't bring all that with me to where I'm at. So you guys can hear me then. Cool. Okay. So I don't like going live, but I thought maybe this would be something to keep me busy in the hotel room a little bit and to update, because I always constantly think that people are like, well, they know what I'm doing, or they follow along. Not everybody follows me. I get it. And not everybody's late to the party sometimes, or they just don't want to follow. That's fine. You don't have to. I just enjoy watching. So the podcast is different, and I've been doing an episode or more every day, just hands-free as I'm driving in the vehicle, driving all over the place. And I started the podcast earlier this year, and I did like every Sunday. I had it on shortwave, WRMI, on 9.395 megahertz facing North America, and 5.950 megahertz facing Europe and North Africa. And I since squelched that because it costs money. But the podcast, just audio podcast, is easy enough to do, right? And then I couldn't find the time to nail myself down on a Sunday. So being that I drive a lot, I do a lot of commuting, a lot of traveling, I can just do a podcast whenever. So a lot of times this is what you're hearing right here. Ready? Well, either like tonight I did this one. Hey, this is me, or on my iPad. Or if I'm driving hands-free, the Bluetooth thing is right above me on the ceiling of the vehicle. Or I got the earbuds in. It depends on how I do it. And it's just me talking. I just like to talk. And lately, I've had almost 10,000 downloads in the last, 60 days or something. People are actually downloading it and sending emails and saying, wow, this is a lot better. It's just short 15-minute episodes about whatever I want, pulled out of where. And people like it. So now I got a whole separate people that are listening on podcasts that don't know I've made videos all these years, and all these people that are on videos on YouTube that don't know I have a podcast. And you think I'm trying to rope you into something that's costing you money. No. Did you know that if you just take a phone, for Apple phone, for instance, and there's a little purple thing right here, it says podcast. Now that comes with my iPad, this, okay? And if I click that, and I just type in right here, HamRadioConcepts, and you're going to see there's my podcast. It's free. It's free to listen to. It's free. I'm not asking you to do anything but listen to this for free. Why? Because I have a different feeling when I'm doing these podcasts. All right. I don't have to be on camera. I don't have to have clothes on. I mean, I can do whatever I want, but it's free. It comes in. You can listen on Apple Podcasts. You can listen on Spotify. You can listen on iHeartRadio. If you just go to iHeartRadio and you download the app and you click on this, you're going to see my podcast. It's free. Just click it. Look here. It's hurricane season. There's the ad coming up, whatever. But there's the podcast. Okay, so it's free to listen to. Let's get into some facts here. No, I'm not getting away from videos. A lot of people keep writing me emails, and they keep saying, Eric, why are you canceling the videos? Why'd you go podcast? I'm not. I'm just trying to stay fun and me and have somebody listen to. Listen, there's somebody out there that hates driving to work every morning. And I know for a fact, based on the feedback and the emails and stuff, that they like listening to something that's just off the wall about whatever. Maybe it's something they already know in ham radio. Maybe it's not even ham radio at all. Maybe it's about the soap I ate the other day when I checked into the hotel room by accident. Don't even ask how I ate soap, okay? But, it's just me. So you can go to major podcast platforms like Spotify, iHeartRadio, the Apple podcast platform, Deezer, Amazon Audible, Google Podcasts, all kinds of them. There's Spotify, there's all kinds of them. Spreaker, so many more. And just type it in, you'll hear it. It's uploaded to all those. And I pay a monthly service to upload to those and provide me statistics on how many are downloading and stuff like that. No, I don't. John, look at John here in the chat. You know, John always does this. You have a face for radio, but this is the guy that gets it's my buddy John. He freaks out when I put him on camera at field day and stuff. So hello, John. You like eating soap. I don't like eating soap. In fact, I'm convinced this is some sort of a key lime something from the Keys, but I think it's soap. I don't think I'm supposed to eat that. So another thing. So sometimes when I do these podcasts, when I check on their upload to or share with, right? There's like Twitter, Facebook. I don't do much on Twitter. I let my Discord go to crap. People got yelling at me, whatever. And then there's YouTube. Well, sometimes if I hit that, that's what just popped up a little bit ago. I was trying a live podcast, and I thought that the podcast was going to be on my iPad, chat with people, just talking, because I have 2 separate audiences now. Okay, and so then I realized it's on YouTube. So everybody's like, "Hey, we hear you." They're on YouTube. I didn't even know they were there. But then one person said, "Why is this audio only? Is that normal?" Yes, that's just the podcast. It's just to do that. So another thing to mention is, I forgot what I was going to mention. The latest thing I just talked about, just blindly, was about that 905, that ICOM 905. I don't know much about it, but I know that that's right up my alley now with commercial microwave, what I do. And I can understand a lot about what you could do with that radio. That's why it's interesting to me. Now ICOM's playing in my backyard with the whole 5.8, 6, and 10 gigahertz links that I work on. That's going to be pretty fun to have a radio like that one day. There was something else I was going to tell you, but in the meantime, you know why you should listen to a podcast? Because guess what? In 2 days, I'm doing a giveaway. I only announced the giveaway on the podcast because, and let me tell you, there's like 12 people that actually entered. With the tens of thousands of downloads, like 12 people or 13 people gave their email. So Friday, I'm just going to randomly pick with a number generator one of those people to win the Chameleon MCOM2 HF and 6-meter antenna. That's just, I might start doing giveaways only on podcasts, because there's a lot of people that are listening on podcasts that appreciate the effort. And then there's people that like giveaways on YouTube that just go scrolling through to try to win stuff. So the people that are listening every day, and I can tell what times they're listening. It seems like to work, at lunch, and home, on the way home from work. So giving you something to listen to, doing a giveaway, but I'm not going to tell you about the giveaway until you can just go and listen to that podcast episode. It's easy. Just do one little thing, no purchase necessary. Just send it here, and boom, you'll have an antenna if I pick you. It's very simple. So the podcast is the biggest thing that I've been doing lately, and I can get time to do that every single day. This is the first time I've sat in front of the laptop and done a live stream talking about something. And actually, it said today was my channel's birthday. So everybody, I'll drink to that. That is a milestone. I think it's like 8 years, 9 years. The channel's birthday today. YouTube said it's HamRadioConcepts' birthday today, August 24th. That was like right at Hurricane Andrew in 1992. So now I can remember that. When Hurricane Andrew came through, I was like 7. Well, on about that same date is when HamRadioConcepts was born, in I think 2012, 2013, somewhere in there. Maybe it's 10 years old. I don't even know. So that's a milestone. And a lot of things on my YouTube have migrated a little bit to different things, like weather stations and just some other stuff. I'm just being me. I'm just using this as a creation platform. I'm just creating. It's all I'm doing. And trying to get more people on and interested in the ham radio. That's all I care about. So the fact that these live streams never get a lot of views, and that's why I don't do them. I do need views. I need an audience, but this channel hardly generates money anymore. And if you don't believe me, you can just simply go to socialblade.com and type in any YouTube channel name, and you're going to see the watch time, the views that they have total, the amount of uploads they have, the ranking in the world, in the US, and how much money expected they're going to make. It's sort of accurate, but I don't make much, man. A couple $100 a month. That's it. So that's just from the YouTube ads. But years ago, it was different. So Social Blade is a fun. I like to go to Social Blade and see, like the highest YouTuber in the world, and then see like what my rank is compared to a lot of other YouTube channels in my similar context or um, uh, technology group, whatever. So it makes it fun just to see, wow, I have 25 million views with only 650 videos total. That's a pretty good ratio, I think, compared to some other channels that are 2,000 videos and have less views than I have total. So not that it's a competition. I encourage everybody to make a YouTube channel. I really do. In fact, that's going to be an idea on my podcast of a series that I want to do on how to make your own YouTube channel. People think this is, we've already hit the plateau. So now it's starting to go this way. So YouTube is still the top up there, but dude, there's so many other ways to make content and to advertise it to people to get an audience. It's not just YouTube anymore. That's the sad thing. I hit that a few years ago. Now it's coming down. So I'm already starting on other platforms now for videos. And that seems to be where it's going because YouTube is locking us down. They're locking this thing down. It's a machine now. If you don't play the YouTube machine, you go nowhere. And I'm not playing the YouTube machine. So guess what? I'm going nowhere. That's it. But there's other ones that are just totally way more easy just to express your content. So I am a chef. I could do a whole chef channel, a whole chef thing. I could do it on YouTube, but it's going to take so long to try to make YouTube happy. Trying to make a new channel, it's not worth it. I'll go to these other new platforms. They're all over. There's like 5 of them now, new platforms, and they seem to be getting a huge audience. So when I really get established and put on there and show, where I'm learn this, how the uploads work and how the views work and stuff, then I'll tell you, hey, follow me here. And again, it doesn't cost you anything to watch this on YouTube. I don't want it to cost anything. That's why I have a couple other sponsors besides my main sponsor. Instead of ever asking for $1 again from anybody, I appreciate the donations I get, but I appreciate my patrons at patreon.com. I'm just going to, there's a couple other sponsors that are right up my wheelhouse that have offered over and over again for me to just, do this and make it like a sponsor. That's what you do. But I'll tell you, the one sponsor that stuck with me the longest, even when I started going down and up and this and that, Ham Radio Prep. I say it almost every video. Ham Radio Prep is what I think is what the ham radio world needs. And they're not just a sponsor. They are actually making it so easy to get licensed. Guys, I've seen the emails. I've seen the stats. I've seen the comments. I've heard the stories. I've had the people calling. This is tens of thousands of people already that got their license in a matter of a week to 3 weeks with Ham Radio Prep. And they all said, this is not a joke. They're my sponsor, but I believe in it because more people need to be on the radio. More people need to stop thinking it's so hard to get a ham radio license. And there's been a few people out there that poo-poo on me. Oh, I'll go get it free and I can watch YouTube videos. Well, check this out. Think about this. If you're watching a 3-year-old YouTube video of somebody reading through a book, getting a license, those questions are invalid. They just changed the question pool in July 2022. Ham Radio Prep just released all new videos on their website, interactive courses for the new question pool and their mobile app so that you can do the test and pass the test. And there's people that are a week that are getting their license, tech. And now they're coming out with new this and new that. So they're really on top of it. So thank you for Ham Radio Prep for being my sponsor. And if you use the code ERIC20, you get 20% off on anything you buy. That's what a sponsor is. So I'm going to get a couple more sponsors wrapped up on my channel that are totally out of ham radio. And that way I could help my channel grow and start doing all these other projects and platforms that are going to cost me to invest to get on those. But maybe I'll fire the shortwave up again. I can't do shortwave every day, but I had a lot of people that were upset across the world who were sad that they listened to it on shortwave for about 2 months and then I had to let it go. So that's just me rambling here. See, his buddy got Ham Radio Prep a couple weeks before the question pool. So it's just Ham Radio Prep has done wonders. And I think the next time, and maybe in Orlando, I think we might have a booth there together. And I'll just start showing everybody how easy it is to get a Ham Radio license. So Ham Radio Prep, use the code ERIC20, save 20%. Thank you for them being a sponsor. I think that's all I really got. I've seen John Crook from Yesu be traveling and do videos in a hotel room. I've seen other people do it. I thought, you know what? I could do it. What are you going to do? Yell at me? Are you going to be mad at me because I did I just like talking. I've gotten to a point where I just like talking with you guys. That's where the podcast gets real strong because people are just like, and like, no news is good news. There's like no criticism. They're just like, just don't change a thing. Just keep doing what you're doing. Road noise in the vehicle and all. Stay on Bluetooth. Keep it going. So that's what I'm doing. And it doesn't cost you anything to listen. In fact, you know what? We'll take my iPad like this, and we'll go like this. There's also a podcast button there. All you have to do is click that. It's free. I haven't used it on this yet. And you just type it in, HamRadioConcepts, you get a podcast. You get a podcast, and you get a podcast, and you get a podcast. So everybody's so scared about that. Oh, you quit videos. Oh, you quit. Breaker 19, that's right. And actually, well, we'll get into that in another CB video. One more thing I want to talk to you about. Being in the hotel. I had a bunch of people, including Gigaparts, that were like, hey, what's going on here? So I borrowed this. Check this out. This is the podcast I talked about this. This is the SDS 100 unit and scanner. I still have Screen Protector on it, but we're going to do this live because I bought this. So, oh, dude, holy demand. Let me tell you something. 11 meters has been jamming. On the way down to Fort Lauderdale in the work truck, I was all over the country and heard all over the world. Last year, right here in this hotel, it was in the parking lot. I worked Australia and Sweden on 11 meters on sideband. Right here in this, it was last a year and a half ago. So yeah, a year and a half ago, March and spring break. I worked World Radio in Australia. I worked UK. I worked Bermuda, Trinidad, Tobago, and Sweden on 11 meter, 38 lower sideband, and it's open every day. So 11 meters has never been this hot since I've been in the CB at 10 years old. I mean, it's just incredible. The solar cycle's on its way up, guys. It's here, and CB. Everybody wants CB now. Anyways, back to this for a second. This SDS 100. So I made a video and months ago, and I said, well, we're going to check this out. So I didn't get too much into it. I talked about what it can do. It's quite impressive. Then it disappeared. And everybody's like, well, what happened to this? Well, I kind of forgot about it, forgot to learn it. I had borrowed it from Gigaparts, and then they're like, hey, listen, if you're not going to make these videos and send us back, we're billing you for this. Well, I just so happened to have sold a couple things I didn't need, and I bought it. Now it's mine. One thing when I borrow radios and things like this that are $600-something, I don't like to take them anywhere out of the house or use them too much most of the time because I don't want to scratch it up and ding it up. You can see I still got Screen Protector on it, and we'll do this live because it's mine. So I could touch the screen. Oh, no, don't do that. There we go. So this thing is pretty cool. Wow, I must have turned the AC off in here. I usually have it Arctic. So now it's mine. I didn't need this, but now there's a lot of videos I can make with this. This scanner, and this is going to be more videos coming up. This scanner, last night I was listening to a marina and the sheriff's department, and I mean, this thing scans anything. That unit in the scanner will find it. Just put in the zip code, you're done. It'll find it. And there was a boat that was right off of the marina on fire, 2 families on board, people jumping overboard, and everybody in the restaurant and marina were going to try to help them. And I was listening to the whole thing on the scanner. That's what's cool. Then I happened to be up near home, and you can separate it. Like you can go, trunking, police, fire, EMS, corrections officers, jail, school buses, high school, whatever. And let me tell you what, it pulled up this ham. I still haven't figured out how to use it yet. There's a ham section. Here comes all the repeaters. Now, I know all the repeaters in the area, but then it just scans all the repeaters, and boom, anything that comes up, it's there. So I was like, wow. This thing right here, this scanner is pretty cool. So for those who are asking, like, hey, you made a video, you talked about it, and then you kind of disappeared. What the hell? Well, I just totally look. See, it's loading the whole full database right now for Florida, right? So that's something I have to get back into. That's pretty much it. That's all I have to talk about. Just burned 20 minutes. which is longer than the podcasts have been at only 10 to 15 minutes. No, it's not an emergency broadcast. Just keeping everybody up to date on what's going on, because people don't. I have two separate audiences now, and now one doesn't know what the other. Where'd you go? Why are you not making videos every day? And oh, you make videos? I thought you were just a podcaster. So trying to show everybody together. Thanks, everybody. I'll let you go. I won't talk anymore. I might just lay back down and eat the rest of my crab cakes I got from Lazy Days Cafe down the road in Marathon. Amazing crab cake. And 7-3 guys, more videos are on the way. Watch the video in a sec. Yeah, well, that's a very lackluster video, Alan, because look, I mean, this thing, there you go. It's already P25, NXDN, DMR, Moto Turbo, EDAX. I mean, up to what, 1.2 gigahertz, I think it does, or higher than that. And so, I mean, Civil Air Patrol, there were shooting ranges I heard when I was driving on 95 that had people on digital talking. Okay. So it's, I think, keeps me busy listening to the world of what's going on around you, because I have the Uniden CB, the 885 hybrid, and I need to make an update video on that, because every time I get in the work truck, or not the work truck, the diesel, I got the twin antennas on there for CB. I got a little bit of power in the seat. And then I got that thing going. So there is always something going on, but that's just fire, EMS, and police, not all this. This thing will wash your back when you're done listening to the taxi driver that is shuttling someone to go get drugs. I mean, I don't know. It'll pick up whatever you want. So smash that like button. Now, we're not going to say that anymore. I'm sorry, Rich. I know you're probably making fun of me. Years ago, I said, smash that like button. I heard that from somebody. Big mistake. I had people that unsubscribed because I said that. So I'm not playing. Listen, this is going to be as honest as possible. I'm not doing any games anymore. I never did, but listen, it's just me. You don't like it? This is called thinning the herd. If you don't like these videos, please unsubscribe and never watch again. I said that the other day in a comment. I'm not talking to you, Rich. I'm just saying, you brought up a good point. If you don't want to watch and you want to compare me to another channel, then don't watch. Never watch again. It's that simple. Go start your own YouTube channel. Very simple. Thinning the herd means I don't need people here to watch the videos and try to blow smoke up there. You know what? No, I'm just me. And if you don't like it, I don't care. So in the process of me doing that once a month, in fact, I made a video a couple years ago, and I posted it a couple months ago. I posted it for an hour and took it off. It was a couple of illegal actions that we may have been doing. I wasn't doing. I was filming. Got a whole ton of people that it was not illegal, like killing or shooting. It was just like, driving a watercraft on a public highway. That sounds funny. Well, people would come out and yell at me, and I said, you know what? I pulled out, and they said, we're going to unsubscribe. Good. You know what he said? The only reason I'm here is to find the cheapest ham radio and what they're giving away. I don't need to watch your stunts. Good. Now leave and don't ever come back. See? That's how it works. I like when people are just here to learn, and you may know somebody that wants to get their ham license and they want a good place to. There's a lot of YouTube channels. It's not just me. There's Josh, Jason, all of them. Just go watch everybody's videos. But if you don't like one, just leave. That's me. Maybe they don't want you to leave. I do if you don't like it. That's just it's a thankless hobby that a lot of people don't understand how much time it takes to put a video together and why I'm doing it. I do have a passion for this. That's why I've ignored editing anymore, these podcasts. I've ignored making myself look pretty. I mean, look at me. What do you want me to do? You want me to put a shirt on that says HamRadioConcepts? No, I'm done with that too. I'm not going to have my own shirts with my logos on. I'm not going to have things that say, smash that like button. That had nothing to do with you, Rich. Don't worry. That's just the truth. Like Holy Demand said, it's just me. So hope you enjoy it. I hope you stick around and just follow along and give me an opportunity to express my creativity and to have somebody out there, I broke down once or twice. I put my dog down. What's the first thing I thought about? Was going live. Why? Because I have friends and family here that watch. And then the other day I said something, and this guy posted in the comment and said, this is a dude that broke down and cried in front of tens of millions of people across the world. He put his dog down. Now he's going to tell this guy to unsubscribe. What a tool. You're a douche. That's how he tells you. Well, sorry. I thought about friends and family, and it was like, cool. I got people here that just support me. I need their support now. And that was a bad day for me. It really was. But I didn't never think, oh, this is going to hurt my analytics. Oh my gosh, if I do this, people are going to unsubscribe because it's not a ham radio video. I don't care. Does that make sense? This is me truth. This is Ham Radio Concepts version 2. Okay. Just here to make videos and content, express myself, and to thank all of you guys for watching and being there. I gotta get up, turn this AC on. And if I do, I'm in underwear. So I don't want to do that. I better shut the live stream out before I do that. Thanks, everybody. Du hast, Bob. 7-3. This is KJ4YZI.